Well, folks, hello and welcome back to Relaxing Woodshop. Of course, my name is David.
My name's Christopher.
Still called Christopher?
Still called Christopher.
Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed in 2.5 years of doing this. So, guys, as we know, we are flying through our soapbox car, hot rod, wooden, not pedal bike. No, go-kart. So it is. So we're doing really well now. Obviously, this has been going a wee bit slower because we do the show live with the work, and there's a bit more involved than I originally thought, I'll be honest, because we're trying to make it that it kind of looks cool and everything lines up. Had a wee bit of an issue with the top bit with the aviation plywood, and because I put in the last show, if you were watching, there was a long strip that went down. We've decided to take them off because they just didn't have the support. So I've had to work out a wee way to kind of curve off the top and not make it look too bad. Now, it looks lovely, and we'll show you how I did it. And then we're also going to show you how to do the back, curving it up, and putting the insert for the person to sit, and starting on the seat as well. So we've got a lot to do in this show to get through. So there's anything else you want?
As I say always, you see the 15 minutes, but how long were it? Like 4.5 hours long?
Oh yeah,
a lot of time behind the scenes.
Definitely.
But then also, thanks for the subscribes recently, we're up to 385.
385 is right, so we need 15
more
to go.
until the summer.
And well, we said the summer, so
yeah, part of the sometime in the summer.
we can get it through, so we can. Right, so let's get going and we'll push on and I'll show you all the wee bits that we've been getting up to and thinking in our heads. Alright, so now what we want to do is curve the back. Now, in order to curve the back, I'm kind of doing it by eye and then copying. So what I'm doing here, I'm running the 16 inches on the ruler from the back end and then putting a curve like that so it has a beautiful curve. Now, I got Christopher to put a wee line around that before the camera because we couldn't do all three at once. So once that was done, it was just a matter of running the line round like that. Now, on this part here, after looking at it, it is very flimsy at this back end because there's no support. So if I put a jigsaw on that, it's going to vibrate and probably come off at this end here. If I put a handsaw, there's probably going to be the same problem and I'll not get the same curve. So what we've decided to do is we're going to use the Ryobi, non-sponsored, cordless router bit with the wee router bit at the top, and then we'll run the line probably just above it, no more, because what we want to do is sand that back so it's nice and smooth, because with this being 5mm, there is a wee bit of give that you can sand it down, whereas the aviation, there's no sanding involved, because any sanding, you just go through it. So let's get this routed out. Okay, so what we've done, we've routed that out. Now, it is a wee bit rough and I've kept above the line. That will allow me to swap the battery into the Ryobi sander, non-sponsored, and we'll sand then off this area, smooth it, because you can see there's a high lip here and a high lip here, so we want that nice curve to form, so we do. So, let's get sanding.
So, as you see for the time lapse, a lot of time sand everything down, but now we're on to put the support on. So basically, we've drawn a little line here to make sure that it doesn't go past a certain point, so it's just, it'll be matched up on both sides, just an easy way to work it out. Then we're going to draw our line. Make sure it's a good dark line. Perfect. And then we're going to take this over to the bandsaw and we're going to get it all cut out so we can add it in and get the support done. pocket jig, and we're going to drill a couple of wee holes just all the way through so we can hide the screws as they drill into the chassis of the hot rod, go-kart, pedal bike. Perfect. And now another 3.
Okay, so now, as you can see, now we've sanded it down, we have brought it just 1/16 or thereabouts behind the side panel, and that allows for the aviation plywood to wrap round, and hopefully, other than a tiny bit of sanding on the 5mm end, wrap round it perfectly. So what we need to do now is support it in. So with the pocket jigs, lock it in. And that's it, fully locked. So what we need to do now is, like this, and we've done the other side as well. So we're speeding through it now, so we are. So what we do now is get 2 support bars going across here to really give a lot of rigidity. Rigidity? One of them ones.
I'll let you work out one out.
I don't know. And then go nice and tight, and that allows to give good support at the back. Okay, so now we have 39.5, measure twice, cut once. So we'll cut this down, then we'll put more pocket holes in each side of this, and then that should hopefully nestle in beautifully in between those 2 pieces of wood. Nestle in, that was a good one.
That was a really good one.
So as you can see, we're now curved both sides, clamped on both sides. We brought the big clamps out for the whole length of the go-kart. I always said to myself, there's never too many clamps. I could do a couple of bigger clamps, but they're not the cheapest. So we've locked it in. What Christopher and I need to do is kind of knead it. So we need to work it all the way up, keeping the tension on it to the top. Now at this stage, we are not going to pot rivet it down. We're just going to put 2 wee nails here, smaller than the pot rivets, so obviously we can replace those holes with the pot rivets, because what we'll do is once we mark this, we need to curve our sitting area out of this as well to make sure that it's comfy to get in and out of, because there's no way anybody's getting in and out of that. Christopher definitely isn't.
Very thin.
Very thin. I'll just prise it gently with there's a wee gap just in between, just enough. You got a hole held. Hey guys, Christopher and I have actually pre-done this because we needed 2 pairs of hands at the same time. But what we did was, so for the sitting area, we literally curved the ruler. I love using this ruler. So we measured 1.5 inches on each side, measured the ruler, so that gives us about 63 centimeters, and then just copied that curve with the pencil all the way around. So now what we'll do is we'll take the board off, and that allows now to cut that. Now, my other thought is doing what we did with the side panels here, of getting inside here and measuring lines on the support beams that go across. So when we pot rivet at the support beams, there's good support there for the support beams. Supported. Okay folks, so now we are on to the seat. So again, that leftover wood that we haven't used, I'll be able to use it for the seat. So this is 1 inch ply, so that'll be good and sturdy. So it will. So we'll cut her down. 39.5 is our width, and then we'll set it in. The reason we're doing the seat, the base of the seat now, is once we put the aviation ply on, there is no way we'll be able to slide the seat through. Okay, we've got a sign because this is now going to slide in under. So in a few years' time, Christopher, this will go in, and then we'll always remember that it was Christopher and I that built this. So look at this for a slide. Look at that for a nice snug fit. Let's hope it's a snug fit, not too tight. There we go. So that's us in there. We'll get this screwed down and let's get riveting.
So we're now going to move the pot rivets.
Hold on. Morty, is your hand in front of the camera? Thank you. Go ahead, Christopher.
So we're going to do the pot rivets down.
Where do you get the
we're going to start from the start, obviously, from the front.
Yep.
And we're going to work our way back so it drags the aviation sheet down.
It's so hard to remember the word aviation sheet.
Aviation
sheet. So yeah, exactly right, Christopher. Christopher actually said she would leave these on because it looks like a bit like Hellraiser, and I was actually thinking it's a bit of a Mad Max if someone was to fall into the back of it, but we need to get them off. Well, folks, there we have it for another week at the Raxing Wood Shop. We are definitely pushing forward now. So what have we done today, Christopher?
So we put all the rivets and stuff in to do the... Sorry, Morty at the side is just making fun of Dad at the minute.
No, it's not Morty. It's not Morty. My wife is making fun of me, so she is, because I'm terrible for clapping my hands. So she's winding the two of us up while we're trying to do the film. So, but yes, so we've done the seat.
Yep, we've done the seat.
We've done the curve.
We've put the curve in.
Yep, done.
We've done actually quite a lot of difficult jobs because getting that perfect and stuff is very good. So,
it was.
So we'll soon be able to get in it and roll down the hill.
No, you're not getting it. Morty's smiling, but he's really up for doing it, so he is. So, guys, that is all we have time for this week. Again, thank you so much for all your support. Keep the subscribes coming in. We need 15 more, so we do just 15. And then, as much as this is fantastic and fun, I know it can sometimes be a bit slow for the people at home there. So what we'll just do is we'll just push on in the next show, and we'll even try and get the car painted, get the wheels back on, and then we'll get onto the steering, and then she'll be done. Sorry, because the camera team isn't funny for me, didn't get to say goodbye. So look forward to seeing you next week. Take care.
Bye-bye.